We have finished packing. We've just got to take the bags down to the bike and the panniers and strap everything on, and then we can hit the road. So this is the calm before the storm. We're having our last meal at home before we head out into the unknown, which will actually be the German Autobahn for about 6 or 7 hours today.
Yeah, we have a big slog. We have 1,400 kilometres to do in around 40 hours because we have a ferry leaving from Denmark to Norway on Sunday morning.
Yeah, it's Friday afternoon now, and yeah, the sun is out, the weather looks great, so that's a bonus, isn't it? I didn't quite fancy a rain drive today.
No, we didn't want it to be the start of like heading south again where it was just full rain, but that is the plan. We're going to be on the motorway pretty much, and it's going to be a bit of a challenge for us to see how far we can get today.
Yeah, the more we do today, the nicer of a day we can have tomorrow. So, I don't know, maybe we'll ride on into the night. We haven't got anything booked, so we have that flexibility. So let's see how far we get.
We basically got stuck in gridlock traffic around the city that we live, Basel, and we're about to cross our first border of the trip, which is the Switzerland into Germany border.
Yeah, it's quite hot in that traffic as well, wasn't it, Em? But it's good that we're moving again and the wind is rushing through our suit. So we're about to cross into Germany now, and then, yeah, well, let's see how much more traffic we hit on this journey. But we've got 12 hours until we get to the top of Denmark, but we're splitting that over 2 days, so it's not too bad.
Here is the border crossing right now. Saying goodbye to Switzerland for quite a few weeks.
Yeah. It's another one of those high security crossing.
And first new country of the trip, we're in Germany.
We've done about 250 kilometers so far. We've just pulled over some fuel. It is quite expensive here in Germany for fuel. I put about 23 litres in there. It cost the best part of 50 euros. Well, I guess that's what you expect when you fill up on the Autobahn. Anyway, we're going to still continue on the 5 in the direction of Frankfurt. And yeah, we don't know how far we're going to get today, but we're going to get as far as we can. The weather is fantastic. It's still about 32 degrees, even though it's coming up to 6 o'clock. So, going to get back on the road now and see how far we can get.
We pulled off the motorway about 5-10 minutes ago, and about, I don't know, 5 kilometers from the motorway, we've stumbled across this beautiful little old German town. Em's found us a restaurant, so she's gone in to get a table now, so I'm just going to go in to join her. Just park the bike up, it's pretty safe here, so no need to take anything off. But my goodness, this place is amazing. It's like the best preserved medieval town I've ever seen, and I've never really heard of it. I don't even know where it is. So we're going to go ask Em what town we are actually in. We've got a seat here. Finally worked out where we are.
Yeah, we're in a place called Melsungen, which is here on the map.
Somewhere between, was it Frankfurt and not Mannheim?
Frankfurt and Kassel, and then like the next big town, I guess, would be Hanover. But we are 500 kilometres from where we started, which is pretty good to go.
Yeah, we've done quite well today, that's quite impressive.
Yeah.
But we've got quite an appetite, and we're here in an Indian restaurant.
Vielen Dank. Dankeschön.
Vielen Dank.
Danke.
Die zwei sind auch vegan.
Oh, super,
Thank you.
Yeah, I did my classic trick and I jumped on my phone onto Happy Cow, and the nearest vegan place was in this little town, and I said, right, it's in what, 70 kilometres?
Yeah.
And we were riding through. It's stunning.
It really is, yeah.
Every building is perfect.
Yeah, like medieval facades, and it's. I think we should have probably stayed the night. Yeah, it's really. We'll have to come back here again in the future.
I'm like really shocked that we just turned up. We've been a bit jammy with this, but we've ordered a couple of curries, so we'll be well sustained.
Yeah, we're not trying any local specialities tonight. We've ended up at an Indian restaurant because it's just what we fancy, and food smells spectacular.
Yeah, and good thing Shadow's just parked outside, which is great. But we're in like an old traditional German style house. But if you look past me the camera, Sean, look behind you.
Yeah.
Look at these houses.
They're amazing. hopefully there'll still be some light later on. We can have a little quick stroll through there before we go to the hotel. And the hotel, what, is 10 minutes that way then?
I think it's like 15 kilometres, yeah, it's not very far.
Yeah, that's good. So 500 done today, and I think another 800 tomorrow, and that should get us just before Herschel's, so we can have a casual ride on Sunday to catch the ferry.
Starters have arrived, and it's their version of like onion bhajis, but it's basically just big chunks of onion that's been dipped in chickpea batter with a chili sauce. I'm gonna try it. It's so hot. It's like just been made like fresh. It's really tasty. I've not had something like that before. It's like an Indian version of an onion ring. Dinner has arrived. We have chana masala, and Sean got the same as me, some rice, naan bread, and we also got some side salad. Everything smells amazing, so we're going to tuck into this now. We're on a midnight adventure around Melsungen.
It is all happening here in Melsungen on a Friday night. There's hordes of people just up to no good.
These buildings are awesome.
Well, that's about as much as our tour of this place is going to be for tonight. We have to come back here. It's really cool.
It is really, really lovely. I think they're Tudor style houses, and this is the curry house we went to. This is the outside.
It is. It's Tandoori Italia, which is not very aptly named, but they do both.
Right, let's get to this hotel then.
We'll be trying. What's that?
I've just got a feeling about this check-in key lockbox situation.
Oh yeah, we've got a code to put in to get the key out. It was a German conversation as well on the phone, so maybe the tent will get an early usage tonight than planned. But we're also trying out the new LED light which we had fitted yesterday, and hopefully we'll get someone with there's no street lights and we can see how much light it does actually cast. Well, I think the light protector isn't blocking it too much at the moment. But actually, I think this light guard we had is designed for the LED light.
Yeah, it is.
We were using it with the halogen one last time. It still worked quite well. Yeah, so the lights are really impressive. There's full beam, even with a metal headlight guard on. They're fantastic. And they're adaptive headlights as well, so even when you're in a corner leant over, the beam and the light stays in exactly the same position. It's really impressive.
This is the one. Hotel Montana.
That's the one, Hotel Montana.
How German.
Thompson, is it? Not even making a noise.
Is there an on button? No, it's not even like, it should beep.
Ein, 5, 9, 1, 5, 9, Anfang. Oh, there we go.
Nice. Hey.
You had to press it with 2 fingers, that was the trick.
Ooh.
Which room do we want, Em?
Any upgrades?
I guess we'll take the one with our name. It's very trusting, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, I haven't changed the number, have I? Oh. Nothing's easy, is it?
Film me opening the door, he said.
Oh, I think it's that one, isn't it? Is it that one? Oh, it's making me look like a proper idiot.
I am enjoying this quite a lot. It's been 40 seconds.
It's like all those challenges, like you get the crystal, isn't it?
Right, give it me, let me...
Yeah, the lights are going off now.
So we finally got into the room, and man, this hotel is kind of creepy. It's like something from a movie, you know, with those really long like corridors and like the eerie looking flickery lights and the vintage style furniture. But this is our room. Kind of strange. There's like open shampoo and conditioner bottles up here, little shower, toilet, and a sink. But we have just realised there's a little bit of a problem because there's only one pillow and one single duvet, and I definitely booked a double room, and there is no staff here past 10 o'clock. That's why we had to call when we were at the restaurant and say we were going to be late. And they said, oh, it's fine, we'll put the room key in the lockbox outside. And yeah, so I guess one of us is sleeping without a pillow tonight, or we're gonna have to get the pillow and sleeping bag out from the pannier. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting evening anyway.
Good morning. We've woken up to a slightly wet central Germany this morning. The pillow sharing didn't go too badly last night. I think took most of it midway through the night, but not to worry.
I woke up, you were freezing.
You had one blanket. They do that one blanket each thing. Anyway, how many kilometres have we got today, Em?
840. We're heading up to Hamburg first, and then we're going to be crossing into Denmark, I think this afternoon, or maybe late morning, hopefully. It's nearly 9 o'clock now,
Yep.
and I think it's around a 5-hour ride to Denmark.
Before we get into that, we're going to scoot around Hamburg. Not going to have time to go through it this time. So yeah, the mission is just to get to the top of Denmark as soon as possible, so we're near the ferry for Sunday.
First stop of the day, we're at a place called Coffee Fellows, which is in the service station. We've done around 100 more kilometres, and now we are in dire need of coffee. So hopefully we can grab a couple coffees, get Shadow fueled up, get us fueled up, and then do another 200-300 before we stop for lunch.
That's the first 100 kilometres done this morning. It stopped raining. Pretty cold today, well, 19 degrees, a little bit chilly.
The wind feels cooler, I think. I think when you're stopped, it's 19 degrees, but on the bike, it's a little bit cold.
Yeah,
We've both got merino layers on.
We have, they are working magic today. There's a bit of spray from the trucks and things today, but I think there's some blue skies ahead, so it's going to clear up. We've grabbed our first coffee of the day at a services, nothing spectacular, but it's actually not a bad little coffee this.
They had oat milk, so we're happy, like, take what you can get.
Yeah, gonna have this and
continue on up to Hamburg, isn't it? Really,
I don't know when we're going to eat again next, because services doesn't offer the best of food, so.
And it's really expensive.
It is. It wanted like €8 for a sandwich.
But the good thing is we're heading around Hamburg now, and normally on the outskirts of bigger cities, you might find a couple of places somewhere that does falafel, or at least maybe like a sushi.
Like we did in Barcelona, that was a good one, wasn't it?
That was the best. So we'll see when we stop next, but it's time to like put some music on, get in a good headspace, and get these 700 kilometers.
Put the earplugs in as well, and that'd be good. Actually, the German motorways, or the autobahns, they're really relaxing to ride on, despite there being no speed limit in most of the sections. They work so well, and there's no charges for them either.
And they're very scenic.
Yeah.
Like either side of the road, we've had beautiful like scenery. We've been actually already yesterday. I didn't know, but we went through a national park.
Did we really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
we'll get back on the road then. Little update on our progress to Denmark. We've done another couple of 100 kilometres and finally getting too hungry to carry on. So we've pulled in to a little supermarket here just off the motorway. It's actually a really nice place. Grabbed us a little coffee. And Em's gone into the supermarket to get us some food because we're getting quite hungry now as we didn't have breakfast. Bike's parked just behind us so we can keep an eye on it. Quite a bit of traffic on the way down today. There's a lot of standstill traffic as well, with lots of roadworks, a couple of accidents. So yeah, it looks like there's people stuck in traffic for a long time. I just Googled, and apparently lane splitting on the bike is legal in Germany as long as the traffic is at a standstill. So if it's moving and you're darting in and out, apparently that's not legal, but if it's at a standstill, you're perfectly okay to go through the middle. And it's quite good. I was quite impressed with how many of the people here made like a rescue lane, so when the traffic's at standstill, cars to the left will pull to the left and those to the right will bunch up in the 2 lanes on the right. But it gives you a lovely path to go down the middle. So yeah, looking forward to this lunch, and then we're going to get back on the road again and do another few 100 kilometres.
Well, our luck's run out today. It's absolutely poured down for the last hour and a bit. So just going to refuel, and I think we'll be, well, nearly to Denmark. So, you know, which one is it now? Super Plus, Super Plus. I'll just go for Super. It's really confusing when they change the colours of the pumps. In some parts they're green for unleaded and black for diesel, and here they're, well, black for everything. Oh well. Anyway, we've got our waterproofs on, we're nice and dry inside, and we're just cruising on the motorway. It's been raining quite hard now for the past hour and a bit. We stopped by to put our high-vis jackets on, as it's also getting pretty dark. The spray off the other cars is really bad. You can't see too far ahead of us. Anyway, we're going to press on because we don't really have a choice. We need to get to our destination tonight in order to catch the ferry tomorrow. We've still got about 350 kilometres to go. It's coming to about 3:30, so it's going to be a miserable afternoon. Is one of the downsides to bike travel, but it's still okay. Once we cross over to Denmark, we'll feel like morale will be a little bit higher because we'll be in a new country. Emma's not been to Denmark before, so that's at least something exciting for her to look forward to. Anyway, gonna press on now, and yeah, just do those kilometres.
All right, we've stopped at our first services here in Denmark, and do you want to know how it's going? I'll tell you how it's going.
Oh dear.
Soaking. It is the wettest 4 or 5 hours I think we've ever had on the bike, but we're here in the services and it's time to get some food.
Yeah, that rain has been absolutely relentless and it's not stopping. We still have 270 kilometers to go today. And yeah, by the looks of the speed has reduced quite dramatically on the motorway because visibility is non-existent. So I think we're going to be on the motorway for another 3 hours, I think. We've got 250 kilometers to go, and we're going about 100 kilometers an hour. So yeah, maybe 2.
Yeah, I'd rather get there later than go fast on this. The visibility is terrible.
Yeah. However, the Metzler Torrens next twos have been performing very well in the rain. A lot of people said they were good in the wet, and they're right. There's been a few like where the traffic stopped and we've had to brake fairly hard. We've had plenty of distance, but they feel really solid on the wet, so that's good. It's a good sign.
I need to dry off a little bit.
Here comes Em now. Let's see the look on her face when she realises she has a box of chips waiting for her.
I only get chips when it's raining. It's the only...
It is. It's the only acceptable time. It's not a bad little box, that.
It's not. It's quite cute, actually, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we got a box of chips, a tea, and a filter coffee, and 4 of these licorice sticks, which was 122 krona, which sounded like a good deal until I did a conversion. That was 16 euros.
After 1,400 kilometres?
Yeah, we arrived at the top of Denmark, and it has been a horrendous past 5 hours. It stopped raining about an hour ago. It went warm, lovely skies. We thought, great, can dry off and have the last hour cruising up. And then it came back with a vengeance and absolutely teamed down again. So yeah, I'm glad to be here. But tomorrow, apparently it's sunny, so it can rain all it likes now. Get it all out of the sky. So we're ready for tomorrow.
So it looks like we've got here when things are closed again. So the reception is closed, but apparently we have a key in this key box. So I'm going to try and find us now. Okay, so we have found our little apartment for the night. Shadow's pulled right outside. This is our apartment. We're in B6. And look, we've got a little kitchen. How cute is this? And towels for a shower that I'm going to be getting in straight away. Time to get out of these absolutely soaking clothes and have some dinner.
What a day that's been. It's nice to finally be dry. Well, we stayed dry.
Really dry.
We stayed dry on the inside anyway, but yeah, everything is drying at the moment. We're using every bit of space and hanging space we can.
We actually find it's quite good. In older hotels, they tend to have radiators that you can turn on.
Yeah, and that go like burn you hot.
Like warp factor hot.
Yeah.
So there's got a little radiator here, which I think will do us very well for the morning. But it's been an unbelievable day, starting off in the central Germany to now be at the very, very top of Denmark. It's, what, 800 kilometres you think we've done today?
Yeah, I think it was 800 or 900 today. Yeah, we We set off a little bit later than planned yesterday, so we didn't quite get as much done yesterday. But the deadline for the ferry is tomorrow. So we don't normally have a deadline, but for something like the ferry, you need to book ahead here because it can get quite busy.
And it can also get quite expensive. It jumps up in price if you book it last minute.
True.
So we're going to eat some dinner. I've just quickly made some lentil pasta with a tomato sauce. And I might jump in the shower and then just get straight into bed. But we're in a little apartment here at the top. We found it quite hard to find hotels in this area that were like a reasonable.
There weren't too many. There's quite a few holiday resorts up here because I think the beaches here, so people stay mostly for like a week or two, at least 5 days, not necessarily just overnight. But this place is really nice. I think it was, what, 90 euros?
Yeah, 88 euros.
But if you wanted sheets and towels, it was an extra 20. Was it 20 euros or 10 each?
Yeah, it was like 13, 14 each.
So we've got the little towels and bedding. They're ready for us.
And we're going to have to make our own bed because we just realised as well that the bed is like a couch.
Just realised, I was wondering where the bed was. And that's the bed there in the corner, it's the couch. So we'll have to make the bed in a bit. But apart from that,
it's really nice to have a kitchen so we can make some food.
And it was awesome that I could just ride the bike right up to the front door as well, so we didn't have to carry the bags in. So that was nice. That's
going to make easy loading off tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because tomorrow is when the real trip starts for me, I think.
Yeah, I think as soon as we get on or off that ferry, it feels like the adventure has started.
Yeah, so we'll see you all probably tomorrow.
Yeah, try and get an early start tomorrow because I'm not sure what time we need to be at the boat. But the boat's only 10 minutes away.
Yeah, the boat's 10 minutes away, but the actual ferry journey is 4 hours. So.
Yeah, and if I can get up early or we can get up early enough, the beach is just around the corner as well, so we might go for a quick walk. But we'll see what happens tomorrow morning. So yeah, that's good night from us, and we'll see you again in the morning.